Yo, what's happening, YouTube family? It's your man Jeremy Doodoo, and in this video, I just wanted to share some tips on mindset in your personal life and how that can help you in your design career. And the reason that I wanted to talk about this topic is because in 2020, a lot of us went through many different challenges, including myself. I changed teams at work due to COVID-19, and I lost my grandmother to COVID complications a few weeks ago. And it's very easy to get caught up in this negative state of mind where you feel like the world is against you. And, whether that's because of what you're going through in your personal life or what you're going through at work. And I just want to share with you guys what's helped me in my journey. So hopefully that can help you. And I think a lot of times as designers, we can get caught up on thinking about these little arbitrary things. It takes away from the bigger things in our lives, right? So what I mean by that is that we can get hung up on a person being difficult when it comes to the work that we do, when we're partnering with individuals or other teams, or we're applying to a job and we're to certain jobs and we're getting a ton of different rejections and it's not going our way, or financially we're not where we want to be yet, right? We get hung up on all these different things while trying to solve the challenges of clients and companies that we work for, and it could be overwhelming. That's why I think designers get paid so well, is because it's very emotionally taxing to be a designer. I feel like you have to be whole spiritually, mentally, and physically in order to keep going in your career and stay aligned with who you are individually and still live your life with your family or your friends. Like you have to look at your life holistically and understand yourself in order to keep going forward, because it's very easy to get caught up in all these little things that are arbitrary in the bigger scheme of life. So I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that have helped me in my personal journey of life and how I've applied those thoughts into my career. So the biggest hurdle that I've ever been through personally was losing my mom to cancer. And that happened when she got diagnosed when I was 18 years old, and she died when I was 19. I had a year to prepare emotionally. So I had a ton of conversations with my mom. We had a party for her birthday. We celebrated for Thanksgiving, and we knew that it might be her last year alive because it was at a later stage when she had it. So yeah, I was 19 years old when that happened. And I remember, as painful as it was, I felt like since then, it's given me the strength that I needed to accomplish every goal that I set for myself since I was 19 years old. I went to USC on a full ride scholarship. I got a job in the industry. I got an internship in New York. I lived in Australia. I started a t-shirt brand. I've been a part of an art show here in the community where I live. I've helped hundreds of people in the UX industry. So these are all goals that have taken shape and dreams that I accomplished, all because of the strength that I gained from the pain that I went through from losing my mom. I could contribute that one experience in my life, and that one obstacle and challenge, to all the successes that happened after. They happened because of the pain that I went through. And the reason that I say that is because I used to think as a young guy, when I went to school in South LA, that none of those things were ever possible. But after that happened, I was like, you know what? Like, there's nothing else that can be more painful. If I get rejected by the schools of my choice, it doesn't even compare to the pain of losing my mom. And when I remember in 2012 when I applied to 200, 300 companies, and I got rejection letters after rejection letters after graduating from college. It hurt, but it didn't hurt to the point of it didn't hurt as much as losing my mom. And recently, when I changed teams at work, I work at Salesforce. When I changed teams, there was a lot of uncertainty. I didn't know if I was getting laid off. I didn't know if this team was going to be a bad fit for me to work with. I was like, you know what? It hurts to be changing teams. I'm really uncertain. I have a lot of anxiety around this, but it's not going to hurt as much as losing my mom. So that's my strategy that I use when it comes to dealing with challenges in my life. Is I try to take the strength that I gained from the most painful experiences and apply it to what I do today, right? And I feel like as a designer, there's been a ton of challenges. I remember when I started early out in my career, I wasn't getting any callbacks. I was getting rejections left and right. And there have been difficult people that I've worked with. There's processes that have been difficult, but it doesn't compare to the pain of losing my mom. And recently, I lost my grandmother to COVID complications. And once again, it's been painful. I'm still learning how to process the pain, and I'm still grieving. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, because I see that now that I've been through the second most painful thing in my life, there's nothing else to be fearful of. Whether that's me speaking on stage to 1,000 people, or me pursuing a business that I've been fearful of starting, right? It doesn't compare to the pain of losing the two most valuable people in my life, the two most loving people. So what I hope that you can take away from this is that if you're a designer or just somebody else outside of the design industry who's going through something significant in your life that's affecting you in a negative way, personally, just don't give up and understand that there is a blessing in all the chaos. And I feel personally like when you are going through certain challenges in your life and facing adversity, that those things are necessary to your evolutionary process of becoming the best human being that you could be, because it makes you more empathetic, it makes you more understanding of other people's challenges, because most of the time we aren't the only ones who go through those things. There are other people who go through the same things. So it just makes you a better human being. And if you are a designer, I feel like in order to be the greatest designer that you can be, you have to be the best human that you could be. So if this, I hope that helps you if you're going through it, because I'm going through it. A lot of my friends are going through it right now. 2021 just started, but it's been off to a rough start. But I just feel like waking up every day is a blessing. And you have to look at each day as a new opportunity to get it right. So if this video helped you in any way or any shape or form and just change your mindset a little bit, you already know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.